Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Great Men Taking Over the World. I'm Ren, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be talking about my brand new console I just got, the PlayStation 4 Pro, and the games that I got for it.
PlayStation.
This is the first console that I got in a long time. The last one that I had was the PS3. I originally got the PS3 Fat in late 2007, and it died by 2012. I got the yellow light of death, and I ended up buying a PS3 Slim to replace it, and been using that since then. I really love the PlayStation 3. I have a huge library. I absolutely love the games. I had a great time with the system. It's probably my favorite system. It was the first one I played online games on, besides, PC. But for a console, that was amazing, playing Soul Calibur and all that stuff online. Me and my brother watching like Netflix on it, YouTube, using all these different apps. And it was my first Blu-ray player, so it was just like, an amazing overall package of a system. It was awesome. I loved it. So the PS4 came out, years back, and it looked cool, but nothing really caught my eye. I remember seeing The Last Guardian, and I did want to play that eventually, but I never thought it would warrant the purchase quite yet. And then, of course, Shenmue 3, that's supposed to have been, come out by now, but it's still in the works. That was going to be the game that I really wanted to get the PS4 for. But, seeing Dark Assassin and my other friend, Stuntman, they got PS4s, and I came over and played it, and I was just like having a good time playing different fighting games and all this different stuff. And my birthday was coming around the corner just a few weeks ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself. So I made the decision. I was like, let's do it. This Thursday I'm gonna go to Best Buy, buy myself a PS4 Pro. Me and my girlfriend go over there, we check out the system, and I start checking out all the different games they have. And I start getting that kind of, crazy shopping, impulsive kind of, high there in the store, looking at all these different games, especially the cheaper section of all the classics that have already been out for a while. It was so much fun picking out all those games. So, in the end, I ended up at Best Buy buying the PS4 Pro. And I also purchased, or my girlfriend, she bought me 3 games: Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil Revelations 2, and Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. And then I also got myself The Last Guardian, which I've been wanting to get, and also Nier Automata was the other game that I got for it. And so it was really cool. We went, grabbed some Pizza Hut on the way back, and got myself some Mike's Harder's Blood Oranges, because I wanted to kind of kick back and have a couple drinks while I'm enjoying it, and just unboxing my PS4, putting it all together, starting it up, hearing the menu sounds and all that stuff was really exciting. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, like just how it syncs all this different stuff together. I really noticed the PlayStation 4 has a lot of like sharing stuff. It's really, kind of up to date in terms of like, everybody sharing stuff through Facebook and, all these different social media outlets. So you could even stream directly from the PS4, which is pretty cool, straight to YouTube or Twitch. I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing I thought was pretty cool is that it can record on the system itself, because every other system I have to have like a separate external thing to record the gameplay footage on, and it was kind of cool that it can do that. Not that I use that anyway, but it's still cool.
Why don't you use it?
Huh?
Why don't you use it?
Because it doesn't do 1080p 60 FPS, and it just kind of has a little weird setup in how it records, and it's just like I feel like I could miss something by accident when I'm really trying to. It's not as good and as effective and efficient as the other methods that I was using before. Yeah, the system itself, it looks pretty cool. It's pretty straightforward, just like like big black block pretty much. But it looks kind of futuristic. It reminds me of the big black monolith from 2001: Space Odyssey. The controller's pretty sweet. I like how it feels, especially the analog sticks and all that. It has this blue light, which, it's okay, it's kind of cool, but it's weird that you can't turn it off completely, because like if you're playing in the dark and stuff, it can kind of be a little distracting. It's like reflecting off shit, TV or whatnot. Yeah, the controller, very similar to the PlayStation 3, but instead of a start and a select button, they have options and share, which is kind of different, and that kind of throws me off when it says press options. I'm like, what the fuck is options? It's basically start. but then the share button lets you record and do these, you know, different social media type of stuff. I don't like the button placement of the options and the share button. They're kind of small and awkward. Like I always have to kind of like look where it is. It's like so close to the big touchpad. It's just kind of awkward. And then the touchpad kind of gives you these like swiping kind of motions. I don't really care for it, but you know, we'll see if there's some cool games or whatever that utilize it well. It also has like a microphone thing that you could attach right to the controller, and it has a speaker that you can hear stuff from. But this one can play 4K games. The original PlayStation 4 cannot, so that's what I definitely wanted to do. Even though I don't have a 4K TV, it's nice to just have that option. It has like the same type of crossbar media setup as the PlayStation 3, pretty similar. But some of the things can be hard to find, like if you want to sign out from PlayStation Network, and you know, turning off certain other things that you don't want. Like there was like an annoying thing that kept popping up when I was capturing footage, and it would say like game capture thing can't record this scene right now, like these stupid notifications. And just finding where to turn that stuff off was a little tedious. It wasn't the most intuitive of menu systems, but you know, it works. It's okay. It's not a big deal. The PlayStation 3 had a free online system. You could play games and, you know, use all that stuff online for free. But the PS4 this time, if you want to play games online, it's kind of like the you know, Xbox Microsoft motto of having to pay online. Like you pay like either a monthly or a yearly fee of like 50, 60 bucks, something like that, depending on if you're getting a deal to be able to play online, which, you know, whatever. I'm not really into that. I mean, hopefully it'll just make the services better. Yeah, it's cool they can give you games for free here and there and stuff like that, but like for me, who probably not going to play games online all the time, it's probably not the best thing. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not too crazy about that, having to pay to play online. All right, so I'm going to go through my PS4 game collection right now. First game that I got was Origami. This is a pretty cool game. It's like a cel-shaded stealth action adventure game. Totally reminded me of Tenchu.
This is like a totally random,
yeah, this is
game.
Completely unassociated. Yeah, completely. I've never heard of Maximum Games, but yeah, Origami, cel-shaded stealth kind of ninja game. What's really cool about it, besides just how it looks and the style, is that you can like teleport from shadow to shadow to get to enemies, and you acquire all these different cool abilities, and it's a pretty unique kind of cool game. This was actually the first game that I ever got before I even had the system for like a year. I was playing it at my friend Lindsay's house for a while. He was just watching me play it, and I thought it was funny that I had this game well before I even got the system, and I just left it over there for a while. Also, I got this before I actually had the system, just in preparation for it. The Last of Us Remastered. I never played the one on the PS3. I wanted to for a while, but then by the time I heard this was coming out, I was like, no, I want to wait till the PS4, you know, and play it on that. I still haven't even played it yet, but, you know, I'm really looking forward to it. It's made by Naughty Dog, the people who did the Uncharted series, which is absolutely phenomenal series, and this is supposed to be really good, really dramatic, cinematic, fantastic game, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out.
Number 2 is supposed to come out this.
Oh yeah, they're already supposed to make a sequel. I still gotta play this one. Shit, I'm pretty fucking late. And then this one is Bloodborne. I bought this one a little bit before I bought the system, just like a month or so ago. It's made by the same people who did the Dark Souls games, so it's kind of that super dark, brooding type of style, very, very difficult type of game. This one's kind of different from Dark Souls, where it's like kind of like a Victorian era look to it. Pretty cool. I didn't play this that much, but I did play it the day I got my PS4, and I remember, you know, I was sipping back my Mike's Harders, and you come across the werewolf in the beginning, and I was like, holy shit, this reminds me of Nightmare Creatures. So I know the association there when people mention that, and I started to get my fucking ass kicked immediately. I was like, holy shit, this werewolf killed me like so many times. And the problem was that I didn't even know how to equip the weapons. Like, you know, I was like a total noob at this game. It didn't explain how to equip weapons, but I actually ended up beating the werewolf with my bare hands, which I thought was pretty cool, because once I equipped the axe that I got later, I started destroying all these other guys pretty quickly. I'm looking forward to playing this some more and, you know, probably getting my ass kicked. But yeah, pretty cool game. Alright, and so these are the next games I bought at when I bought my PS4 at Best Buy. Shadow of Mordor, the Middle-earth game. It's like a Lord of the Rings action-adventure type game, open-world game. A good combat system and stuff like that. Reminded me of Assassin's Creed, and the graphics were looking really sweet. Only played it a little bit, but it's supposed to be actually good Lord of the Rings games for a change, because, you know, a lot of those are actually kind of hit or miss. And this one's supposed to be pretty good.
It's your end!
Resident Evil Revelations 2. Never played this one yet. I did play the first one on my PC, and I love that game. It was like, you know, after playing 5 and 6 for a while, and kind of like, oh, these games are just losing the Resident Evil touch. It's not so much horror, just turning into action. Resident Evil Revelations was kind of bringing it back. Felt kind of closer to RE4, and even, you know, more so survival horror. Really love that, so I'm looking forward to, you know, trying this one out and seeing how this one goes. Probably pretty similar. Speaking of Resident Evil 4, here we go. This game, I absolutely loved it. It's on my top 10 action-adventure games. Actually, overall, one of my favorite games ever made. Been playing it since the GameCube one, and this is actually my 4th copy of it. I have the GameCube one, I have the Wii version where you use the Wiimote. I also have the PS3 version, but that one was not a really good remaster, and that's why I wanted to get this one, because it looks a lot cleaner and smoother, and it runs at 1080p, 60 frames per second. And what I thought was funny was that I bought the original Resident Evil 4 on GameCube the day it came out, which was January 11, 2005. And then when I bought my PS4 and all these games was January 11th, 2018, which is exactly 13 years to the date that I bought the game, the same exact day. I thought that was really weird. But I absolutely love this game, one of my favorite games. And then another one, this one I saw also got like a lot of good ratings, looked really cool, Nier Automata. It's like a action RPG game about some mechanical beings like taking over the earth or some kind of crazy shit like that. I don't know too much about it, haven't played it yet, but it looked really cool. A lot of people recommended it, so I definitely wanted to check it out. And then here's Last Guardian. Of course I had to get this. I mentioned it earlier, made by Team Eco. It's the 3rd iteration of their games. This one, you know, was in the works for such a long time. Was supposed to come out for the PlayStation 3, and then it eventually finally came out. And, you know, it kind of has some mixed reviews. Not like a lot of people kind of aren't too crazy about it. But from what I've played so far, it's very imaginative, very dreamlike, very much in the same vein and scope as the other games. It's like a combination almost of Shadow and Eco, where the kid is leading this big pet, which is almost like Colossus itself throughout the game. I felt like it was very, very creative, and I really want to continue playing this and see what happens. This is one that looks really exciting to play. And then some of the next games I got here, I got for my birthday from some of my friends, which was really nice of them. After I got my PlayStation 4 the following weekend, I had a birthday surprise party thrown for me from my girlfriend. It was really cool. I wasn't expecting it. Came home from the gym, and I just see like these shoes, like they forgot to hide the shoes, and I just saw these shoes at like, you know, the front of my house, and I'm like, the hell? I didn't think much of it. I saw like the place was cleaned up, and I was like, what? And then I walk in and everybody's like, oh, surprise! And I was like, oh. My girlfriend just gives me like one of those mic Carters, and just to like kind of sedate me in case like I didn't think it was cool. But I thought it was awesome. It was really, really, really sweet, and I had a good time with all my friends. And yeah, so they got me some gifts. Horizon Zero Dawn, which I've been definitely wanting to play. This one. It's supposed to be like this huge epic action-adventure RPG style game with these futuristic like robots and dinosaurs and mechs wandering the earth, and you're hunting it. It's kind of like a prehistoric slash like futuristic combination. It looks really interesting, really unique. I hear the graphics are outstanding, absolutely amazing. Supposed to be one of the best games for the system. It was about to win Game of the Year if it wasn't for like the Breath of the Wild, which won it. No, what was funny though was at Best Buy, like I was looking at getting this one with my girlfriend, but she was like texting Stuntman and some of my other friends kind of planning the whole surprise thing and like telling him, what he was saying, what game he got for me and all that stuff. So she had to hide this game for me in Best Buy, like behind some other games, so I wouldn't get it. But still, I just thought it was funny how there was like all this like conspiracy behind me about games and all this stuff going on. That was awesome though. Yeah, so I haven't tried it yet, but I'm really looking forward to playing this one. So thank you, Stuntman. And then my buddy Oyaji, you guys know him from previous episodes, Shenmue, Jet Set Radio, and all the other stuff. He ended up getting me Uncharted 4, also another game I totally want to play by the same guys who did Last of Us, Naughty Dog. I played the previous 3 games, absolutely love it. Awesome action-adventure game, very Indiana Jones-like, so I can't wait to play this one. I hear it's absolutely awesome. So that's awesome. Thank you, Oyaji.
Jesus Christ, Nathan! Hey, how's it going?
And then my buddy the Bouncer, he gave me Mafia 3. Haven't played this one yet. Looks pretty cool. I know Dark Assassin was totally raving about this, loving it. So looks pretty cool. I love the cover. It's nice and shiny, cool holographic. So this will probably be a pretty cool game. Thanks, Bouncer. Yeah, so I got this awesome epic game. It's like a limited run. There's not many of these. Super rare game. Mowgli stars Dark Assassin. Basically, you're just going out throughout the world, collecting friends, making friends, and convincing them to hang with you. And then you're gonna, prepare for the ultimate hang, the birthday hang at the mall, Fairlane, which is called Mowgli. Super awesome, epic, amazing adventure. Totally recommend it. But, good luck getting it. All right, and then so a couple more games that I got on my own afterwards were Yakuza Kiwami, which is essentially a remake of the first game, and I didn't play too many of the Yakuza. I played a little bit of part 1, and by then I was kind of out, like, it was towards the end of the PS2. I just got my PS3, so I just like kind of totally forgot about it, never really got a chance to play it, but I've always wanted to play like a nice HD version of it, kind of similar in design in certain ways to Shenmue, but not quite exactly. It is made by Sega, but I'm looking forward to playing this one. Looks pretty sweet. Then I also got myself Until Dawn, kind of like this creepy looking horror game where you choose your path, you choose what to say, what direction to go. Very cinematic and stuff, and I heard this is really good. Looking forward to trying this one out. Looks pretty damn creepy. Alright, and then this one I kind of bought on a whim. It was only $10 on Amazon. Titanfall 2. First-person shooter. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, you can control mechs, ride inside mechs and stuff. Look pretty sweet. I mean, for $10, you can't really go wrong with that, so. And I got myself Evil Within 2. Also only got it for $10. I mean, it was $20 on Amazon, but I paid $10 for it because with Titanfall 2, Amazon kind of fucked up and sent it to the wrong place, and then they gave me a credit for it, and I still got the game for free, and then I just used that credit towards this. Got it for $10. It was already on sale for $20. Creepy survival horror type game. I missed the first one, but this one's supposed to be even better. So, can't wait to try this one out. And then, just recently, got myself Dragon Ball FighterZ, the only fighting game I have so far for the system. And this game is pretty awesome. The graphics are phenomenal. Total Dragon Ball fan service here all the way. Just looks like the anime. Spectacular graphics, super fun, addictive, fast-paced gameplay.
Won't be able to block this. I got a question.
Sure.
What's this big contrast between your purchase of the PS3 originally and now your purchase of the PS4? PS3, you were basically an early adopter. You bought it within like a year, maybe just a little bit over a year after release.
Yeah.
Which to me, I consider still early adopter, first generation.
Yeah.
And the PS4, you took so long that they released a new PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Like years of. What was the difference?
What was the difference? I kind of lost interest in like some of the more modern games. I was kind of stuck on retro, and I started this whole show kind of for retro games, sort of. But also thought like why not play some new games too? And you know, kind of give myself a chance to get back into it, kind of thing. And also just Sony and you know, a lot of systems in general are notorious, especially Sony, notorious for making their first generation of systems like crap. They fall apart and die. I mean, there's a reason that my PS3 fat died. Like, I didn't see anything that was really worth having to spend another, you know, what, $300, $400, $500 for, except for Shenmue 3. I was just like, oh, I'll just wait till Shenmue 3 comes out. You know, and Shenmue 3 still isn't out, but you know, whatever. There's a bunch of other games that look pretty cool, so let's do it. Alright guys, so thanks for joining me on another episode. Really looking forward to, you know, playing my PlayStation 4 Pro more and enjoying a lot of these cool games. Gonna be doing some cool reviews. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for some live streaming that we're gonna be, and the great men are gonna be doing. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and until next time, adios. Be talking about my console. Fuck. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey guys, Metal Jesus.
So you're late to the party.
Yeah, so I was definitely a little late to the party, but it's better late. Fucking shit. Yeah, I was definitely late to the party.